Hi guys, my name is Manmohan and I'm the General Manager of POCO in India. Today, I'm here to launch a new device that will extend the POCO family to an entirely new segment of users. I would also like to take this opportunity to explain what POCO stands for. POCO has always stood for technology that truly matters. How we get there is by democratizing decision making that makes us an ever-evolving brand. Testament to this is what we have been doing with our existing devices. For instance, the Miui 12 for POCO is already rolled out for all the POCO X2 users. In fact, POCO X2 has broken several records. This is not something which anyone expects from a small brand which has come out of nowhere. Today, we take pride in becoming the best-selling smartphone brand on Flipkart in the price segment 15,000 and above. We have been able to achieve this because of our relentless focus on quality, which also makes us the #1 quality smartphone brand. All these achievements have been made possible because of the growing POCO community in India. POCO will continuously focus making products for India. In order to see this, let's take a quick look at this video.
हम हैं कौन, कहां से आए, दिलों में राज किए ही जाए, ऊंचा अपने देश का झंडा शान से हम फहराए, हिंदुस्तानिया इंडिया कहलाए, सबसे पहले चीज आप तक पहुंचाए। POCO for India, POCO for India, POCO for India, POCO for India। ख्वाहिशों को पूरा कर जाए, देखा आपने जो भी समेटे जाए, सबसे तेज है अपना ये देश है, बिना ठहरे थके चले ही जाए, खुद से ज्यादा आप हमें बनाए, सपने हैं बुलंद न पीछे जाए। POCO for India, POCO for India, POCO for India का संदेश लाए।
Today, I'm glad to be announcing the newest member to the POCO family. With this device, we'll be onboarding a new set of users and expanding the ever-growing POCO family in India. We'll continue to stick to our motto, everything you need, nothing you don't. So without any further ado, let's get started. Oh, by the way, before we get started, we have a very special, interesting contest for all the fans who have joined us on this live stream. We will be asking 5 questions with 5 very simple answers. RT and reply with the hashtags below and get amazing prizes. So here comes the first question. I'm glad to be announcing the POCO M2, the smartphone made for the win. So let's get started. To begin with, let's start with the entertainment section. POCO M2 comes with a massive 6.53-inch large display. With this display, you can maximize your entertainment, whether it is viewing content or while gaming. Today, Indians all across the country are connected to the internet and viewing hours and hours of content. But still, they do not have access to high-quality displays to view this content. This price segment has historically catered to common user interest. But come on, it's 2020. We think you deserve more. In fact, a recent poll we conducted on Twitter confirms people prefer a high-resolution display compared to a low-resolution and a high refresh rate displays. This is why POCO M2 comes with a full high-definition display, which is something you do not get to see in this segment. With this, your pictures will now be more clearer, your games more sharper, and your videos just like real life. So what makes the display on POCO M2 win is the combination of great viewing area and a better clarity. Before we move on, let's see the question number 2. POCO M2 isn't all about Full HD display. Powering this phone is a powerful octa-core Helio G80 processor, which means that the gaming on this phone is going to be super fun. The Helio G80 has a Mali G52 GPU, which is super clocked at 950 MHz. This along with some intelligent hardware level features, completes the package when it comes to gaming. This processor comes with a hyper-engine gaming technology, which is one of its kind. It has the ability to manage resources intelligently, boost the performance when needed, and ensures that your battery does not take the hit. POCO M2 makes no compromises. POCO M2 means business, and with this, you get a 6 GB RAM version. What this means is multitasking is going to be a breeze. On the storage front, POCO M2 has up to 128 GB of onboard storage. But for those who want more, we have a dedicated micro SD card slot. Another important feature POCO M2 brings to this segment is the dual band Wi-Fi. Now with this, you can connect easily to 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies. This means faster downloads and better online gameplay while avoiding all connectivity issues. With so many features under the hood, POCO M2 pretty much becomes the segment leader across two verticals, the processing with the G80 and the performance with the 6 GB RAM. Want to see how this translates into real-life usage? Let's compare POCO M2 against Realme's Narzo 10 in terms of Antutu benchmarks. POCO M2 pretty much wins this segment. It comes with a 6 GB of RAM with a powerful Helio G80 processor, along with features like dual-band Wi-Fi, dual VoLTE, and hyper-engine gaming technology. Now to the third question for the contest. So moving on from the performance section to the endurance section. POCO M2 comes with a massive 5000 mAh of battery. Not just a large 5000 mAh battery, POCO M2 also has a lot of software level optimizations such as power saving mode, dynamic power management, and a host of other features to ensure you get a great battery life. With a single charge on POCO M2, you can play music for 75 hours, watch videos for 25 hours, and play Battle Royale games for almost 12 hours. POCO M2 also comes enabled with an 18-watt fast charging support. POCO M2 has a great battery life. It comes with a massive 5000 mAh battery and has 18-watt fast charging support and has a lot of software level optimizations. POCO fans, here is question number 4. So that was the endurance section. Moving on to the cameras. We are all social creatures, and communication over the internet has become the norm in the last 6 months. Be it a video call with your loved ones or a perfect Instagram shot, POCO M2 has you covered on all the aspects when it comes to the cameras. On the back, POCO M2 has an AI quad camera setup. The first is the 13 megapixel primary sensor. The second is an 8 megapixel ultra wide. The next one is a 5 megapixel macro, and the last is a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Let's take a look at what each one of them are capable of. Starting with the 13 megapixel main sensor. Check out this amazing photo clicked by the primary camera on the POCO M2. You can see how the overall colors come out while maintaining an exceptional dynamic range. This is very helpful when clicking scenic subjects, or for that matter, people as well. You can choose to switch to the 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor where a wider field of view is required. The ultra wide sensor allows you to expand your horizons. Check out this sample where we have managed to capture so much more of the subject without any distortion. The macro camera is starting to see a growing use case now. Most of the phones in this segment either do not provide a macro camera or provide a low resolution ones. But with POCO M2, you have a 5 megapixel high resolution macro camera. We can get close to daily subjects while taking great Insta-worthy shots, which are colorful, well detailed, and more importantly, very shareable. Now to the last sensor, POCO M2 has a 2 megapixel depth sensor. With this, you can take amazing portrait shots. Portrait mode has always been our specialty, and the dedicated depth sensor ensures perfect portrait shots every single time. On the front, POCO M2 has an 8 megapixel sensor for your video calls and your selfies. Along with this, the POCO M2 has a lot of AI scene detection features, which are specifically made for India. The camera setup on POCO M2 is brilliant. It comes with AI quad cameras on the back, 8 megapixel front sensor, and AI scene detection features. Now moving on to the design section. They say good things come in great packages. So we wanted to ensure our users felt true power when they hold POCO M2 in their hands. The two-tone pattern which our POCO fans loved on POCO M2 Pro returns to this phone, POCO M2. It's not just great to look at, but also amazing to hold with its anti-fingerprint texture. Overall, we have ensured better grip and hand feel, so you never have to worry about the phone slipping out of your hands. Along with the great design, POCO M2 has a host of connectivity features like the wireless FM radio, IR blaster, and loud ultra-linear speakers. The POCO M2 also comes with the dual microphones for better call clarity whether you're inside the house or in crowded areas. Now to the colors on POCO M2. It comes with 3 colors: pitch black, slate blue, and brick red. My favorite one of them is the slate blue. To summarize, POCO M2 comes with a trend-setting two-tone pattern and a host of connectivity features like the Bluetooth 5.0, IR blaster, and so many more. Coming up in front of all of you guys, the question number 5. Now to a very important and critical section on POCO M2, the quality section. At POCO, device quality and user satisfaction are paramount. For POCO M2, we wanted to ensure our users the maximum level of satisfaction. The POCO M2 comes with a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the front and the back cameras, so you never have to worry about accidental damages or scratches. Now we know you will love the Full HD display, but we also want to ensure that your eyesight never takes a hit for the worse. With TUV Rhineland's low blue light certification, now you can watch your content by keeping harmful blue light away. The POCO M2 is also protected by P2I coating, which will help protect your device from accidental water damages. We are also providing a pre-installed screen protector on POCO M2 right out of the box. Now, you can use the phone without having to worry about its safety most of the times. Now, to understand POCO M2's quality, let's take a look at this Hatke quality video. So that was fun, right? So POCO M2 comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 3, P2I quoting, and many other useful features. Moving on, it's not just about hardware. POCO gives a lot of importance for the software as well. A new POCO phone is not only about the killer hardware you get, but also about the overall experiences you get to feel in day-to-day usage. We are also happy to announce that Miui 12 will soon arrive on POCO M2, and along with it, a ton of new features. Every POCO device comes with a POCO launcher. All of you must be knowing it. But along with that, the feature which almost everyone loves is that there are no ads on POCO devices. All these small parts play an important role in what we call a POCO clean experience. Every POCO phone has tons of customization options and a lot of great features like Google Discover Feed, Dark Mode, and many more. POCO M2 is definitely a phone made for the win. It comes with a massive 6.53-inch Full HD display, 6 GB of RAM, Helio G80 powerful chipset, 5000 mAh battery, and 13 megapixel AI quad camera. Now to the most important part, the pricing. But before we go on to the pricing, let's compare POCO M2 against its competition. In terms of competition, we have picked Narzo 10 to compare POCO M2 against. In terms of processor, we have the same processor, the MediaTek Helio G80, but we have a better Antutu score compared to Narzo 10. In terms of memory, POCO M2 has a 6 GB of RAM, whereas Narzo 10 comes with only a 4 GB of RAM. POCO M2 has a full high-definition display, whereas Narzo 10 has a HD display only. And lastly, POCO M2 has no ads. Narzo 10 retails at 11,999 for a 4128 variant. So what should be the price of POCO M2? So POCO M2 comes in two variants, the 6 GB RAM 64 GB version and 6 GB RAM 128 GB version. The 6 GB RAM 64 GB version retails at 10,999 only. The 6 GB RAM 128 GB version retails at 12,499 only. Along with this, we are also happy to announce our banking partners, ICICI Bank and Federal Bank, which are providing a 750 rupees instant discount offer. Now moving to the availability, POCO M2 will start retailing on Flipkart starting 15 September at 12 noon. We also want to take this opportunity to thank all our gaming stream partners and all the POCO fans who have joined us for this amazing live stream. So guys, are we ready to roll? Rigang, where is X3? I'm sure you'll love this phone, but you'll have to wait some more time for it.